Welcome to the 47th NICU reunion at St. Elizabeth's Medical Center. I am Dr. Shah Hussain, and for those of you who don't know me, I am the chairman of the Department of Pediatrics and also the medical director of the NICU. We are all thrilled to bring back the NICU reunion after putting it on pause due to COVID. But this year is going to look a little different. Due to safety precautions, we are limiting large gatherings, so we will make this a virtual reunion this year. We will be hosting right before Thanksgiving, so we want to highlight what we are thankful for. To prelude our reunion, we wanted to share the latest the unit has to offer in this short video. You will hear from members of our team and what they have been up to and what the unit looks like now. On the reunion day, we will sign on and have a virtual reunion where you can show us your families and trade stories on what you have been up to. Finally, a new element of the reunion this year is that we want to hear back from you. We are creating an installation that will live in the family room lounge for future families to read so they can be inspired, feel hopeful, and hear from the wonderful families of NICU graduates who came before them. We hope you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to seeing you virtually soon.
Hello, my name is Mary Jo Pedulla, and I am the Nursing Director for the Maternal Child Health Department here at St. Elizabeth's Medical Center. I am thrilled to be here and very thankful to be on the team for the Maternal Child Health Service, and I welcome you to take a tour of the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary Staude. I've been a nurse at St. Elizabeth's for 31 years and a nurse here in the NICU in the St. Margaret's Center for the last 21 years. I am so grateful to have taken care of you and to have been able to participate here in the NICU reunions. We're sorry that this year is virtual, but maybe in the next year or so we'll be able to all get together and see each other in person. But I hope you enjoyed this virtual video of the NICU and what it was like when you were here as a baby. So most of you, when you were born, came to the NICU in what we call a giraffe isolette, and that is this lovely bed that I'm standing next to. In here, it gives you heat, so it kept you warm. It also has some noise cancellation, so it would be a little quieter in there. It muffled the noise for you. We would put these signs out that had important things, the name that your parent gave you. It told us how long you were, how big you were, or how small you were. And the most important thing on there is the date and the time that you were born. So that was, today, your birthday, and the day that we get to celebrate when you came to visit with us. So here we have our baby who was admitted here to the NICU. And I wanted to let everyone know what type of equipment they had on them when they were born. All this equipment, the nurses and the doctors and the respiratory therapists and everyone that was part of your care used to keep you safe, to allow you to grow and get bigger. And we're going to give you just a little overview of it. Some of you would have an IV. So here's a small IV that our baby here has that's in the arm, but sometimes we also would use the umbilicus, and you might have seen pictures of yourself with an IV catheter there too. The next thing on is these circles, and those are a heart rate lead, and it also gives us our respiratory rate, and that gets shown on a monitor, and we're able to see that at all times when you were here in the hospital. This duck helps regulate the temperature. There's a temp probe under it. So the special bed, that isolette, is very smart. It would heat up if you were cold, and it would cool down if you were hot, and that duct helps regulate that. This is called a bunting, and this helped keep you nice and secure and snuggled. All of you would have ID bands on, so we would have our bands on arms and legs. This little probe right here is called an oxygen saturation probe, and that told us how well your oxygen was going through your body as you were growing. This is a blood pressure cuff, and this would tell us your blood pressure. And this little tube currently in this baby is the tube that we use to feed, and we would put the feed in and a lot of times run it over a pump. And this piece of equipment right here is called CPAP. And CPAP was used to help you with your breathing until you got big enough to do all of it on your own. This allowed to have a little pressure in your lungs to help you breathe easier. And all of this equipment was used every day by the nurses and the doctors to help take care of you. And this piece of equipment is the ambu bag. This is for emergencies. It helps give some extra breaths if a baby was having some trouble breathing, or it gives higher oxygen sometimes that we might need. And you might see this in some of your pictures when you were a baby, because this is a piece of our emergency equipment, and it is at every bed space. The other piece of equipment in here is called the bulb syringe, and sometimes this is used in the baby's nose or the mouth if you had spit or if you had little baby boogers, and we would get them out so that you could be able to breathe and have an open and clear airway. And we also teach your parents how to use these, and sometimes they used them at home when you were little.
Hi everyone, I'm Donna Armstrong. I'm one of the nurses here in the NICU. I've been here in the NICU in different statuses per diem and then in a staff position for the last 4 years. It's been a pleasure taking care of patients here at St. E's NICU over the time. Hi, one of the new features that we want to show you is an iPad that has been purchased, and this allows the parents to be present in daily rounds when they physically cannot be here. As parents know, the daily rounds are very important for the care of the baby. That's where we collaborative with all the different disciplines in the care of it, whether it's respiratory therapy, nutrition, social services, nursing, and physicians. So this iPad, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, we can FaceTime or verbally call if not wanting to FaceTime, so that the parents can be present and be involved in the discussion of what the care is going to take for the day. We also use this iPad to allow the parents to FaceTime with their child should they not be able to come in for the day. So this allows them to visually see their child with it. One of the things that we have reached out to local libraries and figured out and have a list of libraries that are available for Wi-Fi. Should the parents not have availability of Wi-Fi to use to FaceTime, we have a list for them to be able to go to. And we're very thankful for new technology and trying to improve any which way we can give care to the newborn baby.